Hey everyone. Hello. Good morning. I am a little behind, which is why we are going to just wait for some people to jump on, give it a couple minutes, so exactly 10:30 I will get started. This is going to be a short training. Um this is going to be a short training and I'm going to continue on with another training at 11:15. But this is going to be a very short training. One second here. I pray everyone is well today. I just want to get this shared. That's one of the main problems is getting this shared. Okay. So welcome again. I am Dana Williamson with Bad LLC, the original Bad Queen of the Round Table. And today we're talking about broke, busted, and in business. This is our second training of the day. And um, this is our second training of the day. Again, it's going to be a short training, but nonetheless, we want to be a part. We want everyone to be a part and share your insights and comments as well as share with your friends and followers. I am not ignoring you by looking down. I am just trying to make sure that I get this shared everywhere it needs to be shared today. And when you're using different platforms for recording video, for recording live, you want to make sure that you reach out to everyone and everybody. In some of my groups, we have themes for Monday, Money Monday. So why not work on Monday in providing different trainings for the group members that will help them to increase in their money, right? Right. So, give me one second here. Again, we're talking about broke, busted, and in business. Broke, busted, and in business. And I hope that you all will join, you all will share, and basically see what's going on. When I looked at this and outline, I did my outline for broke, busted, and in business. I had to say, wait a minute. Hey Sherry, thank you so much for joining. Please share with your followers. Share with your friends. Share with anybody that you think would need this video today. When I made this list, you realize how short this list is. This is why this is why the agenda is going to be short today. And the reason being is that we know we always look at our lives or ourselves and we say, okay, how am I in business and I'm broke, busted? How am I in life broke, busted, and disgusted? How am I accomplishing tasks on a day-to-day basis when I'm broke, busted, and disgusted? Well, you have to take that being disgusted off of and out of your mindset and look at the fact that you are still in business to do something, whether you're hustling, whether you are an entrepreneur, been an entrepreneur for a long time, or you're a full-time small business owner. The understanding is that you can do this. It's being broke is a mindset. Low on funds is another mindset. Busted is a place of being miserable, but also a mindset. It is a part of your location, your region. Where are you? Are you supported where you are? Are you supported? Are you supporting you? Are you looking more at what you're doing and how people see it, or are you looking at what you're doing and how you see and how God gave it to you? I share that with you that way because when you say out of your mouth, I'm broke and busted, you are not walking in the abundance, especially the mind of an abundant person, somebody who has the abundance, somebody who has the prosperity. You're not walking in the mind of knowing that these things come to you easily. You're not walking in the mind that God gave you when his word says that he hopes that you prosper as your soul prospers. So if your soul is increasing and you're not only going to all of the church services, all of the conferences, all of the everything, but you're also increasing in your prayer time, in the conversations that you have with God and the messages that he releases to you, then you should be prospering in the natural as well. And I say that with a twinge and a grain of salt, because there's a lot of people looking at me saying, well, if you are who you say you are, then how come you're not increasing on all of those things? Yet I am. You see, and I read something just late last night, in the wee hours of the morning, where if you don't receive the message completely, you don't get all of the blessing. You may not get any of the blessing. But if God decides to bless you as a reminder of who he is, he may not bless you fully. So I look at some of the things that was spoken over my life, some of the things that God has given me, and I realized that I hadn't received those things wholeheartedly, full blown. Yes, I agree with the spirit mindset. And that's where that broken busted comes in at. You have to know that it's a mindset. You have to know that if you don't change this, if you don't allow God to change you, which allows this to be changed, your mind, then you will never change how you go through life. You will always go through worry. You will always go through doubting. You will always go through upset about everything. You will always go through saying, I made this decision. It's up to me. You will always go through everything is up to me instead of it's up to God. So then you say, when you're in that mind and you're in that location of mind and you're in that region of mind, you have to say, am I supporting me here? Because if you're not supporting you there, what um what is not achievable in you, or what is not available in you, in your region or in your location or in your mind. Look at where you are, look around you, where are you? What can be increased, what can be elevated, what can be added to, how as I said in the previous training, how can your territory be enlarged if you're looking at your small or minimal circumstances. The Bible says for us not to be weary not to be weary in well doing, but also don't despise the small things, the small beginnings. You know what? Even if you have to begin again, and beginning again means I have nothing, then that means that you've got to give of something. Correct? I hope you understand what I'm saying with that. So when you think about business, you know that God gave you the gifts to build the business. So broke is not an option. Busted is not an option. And that means your mind needs to change. So there's 3 points that I want to give you on the mind needs to change. Focus on the positive outcome. Focus on the positive outcome. What is the positive outcome? Well, the positive outcome is anything that is good, anything that increases you, anything that enlarges your territory, anything that shows growth, anything, like we talk about fruit all the time, anything that shows the fruit of your labor. You know what? You can have good fruit, you got bad fruit. You want to show the good fruit of your labor. And shoot, you want to show a tree. You want to show a tree planted in the yard. So the first thing is focus on the positive outcome, whatever that may be. The second thing is focus on the scriptures that say you can live in abundance. I know and always share with my ladies in waiting Deuteronomy 8:18, which says that God gives us the ability to obtain wealth. But I also know that wealth is an option. The Proverbs 31 woman who is a wife, she had money. She took care of her ladies in her house as well as her children. She made sure that she used her hands. She used her hands to work. Ruth, the story of Ruth, I like to talk about all the time because she found her Boaz. But how did she find her Boaz? She was found working. So she was putting herself in a position to obtain because she was working, and but she put herself in a position to obtain wealth because she was working. The man Boaz, whom she married, was a wealthy man. Mary, the mother of Jesus, her and Joseph, they weren't poor by any means, but they may not have had big carriages. They may not have had things like Pontius Pilate or Caesar or any of that, but they did have money. They had it. It wasn't that they didn't have money to go to great hotels, but because of the weather, those hotel rooms, those rooms at the end were all full. It wasn't that they didn't have them. And then you consider the last thing here. You consider, good morning, Venus. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the video with your friends. Please share the video with your friends. And the last thing, because we are on the last part, which is number 2, the last thing is focus on the opportunity to give from your experience in order to increase in your business. So number 3 was focus on the opportunity to give from your experience in order to increase in your business. How can you give from your experience? Well, basically, sorry. You give from your experience by sharing your testimony, by giving maybe a little synopsis of your experience in different trainings. That's what I'm doing today. All of these trainings that I am bringing to you guys over this full day are bits and pieces, a synopsis of a large training. And that brings me into, not only testifying on what I have and what I know, but also where we go from here. Being broke, busted, and in business, you have to start someone. No one ever starts a millionaire and then they come down and then they go back up. No one ever starts so high up. You start at the bottom and then you increase. And I tell this story all the time about how I was asked to do something with a woman who was on this level. And because I couldn't fulfill my end of what she asked me to do, I never increased. While she increased and increased and increased, she's been on television now. She's traveling the world. She's a world traveler. She's a speaker. She's a motivator. She's Lucinda Cross. And I kick myself because I let life get in the way. And I want to encourage all of you, when you look at broke, busted, and in business, you can either decide to have a hobby or you can have a business. And you have to say to yourself, I can do this. That means going back to step number 2, which focus on the scriptures that say you can live in abundance. And not only focusing on them, but living them, applying them to your lives. I don't want you to just post them all over the house. I want you to post them all over the house, post them all over the car, put them in your phone so that you get a message, a alert that shares a scripture, that something that makes you go and look at what you need to encourage you to keep going. You cannot let everything around you, all of the circumstances around you, keep you from increasing in your business. Because if Jabez said to God, enlarge my territory, then he was saying to him that I have this, but I know that you can help me to do this. I know my name means this, but I know you can help me to do this. So those were the 3 points. Focus on the positive outcome, focus on the scriptures that say you can live in the abundance, and focus on the opportunity. Hey, Terry, just finishing up. Focus on the opportunity to give from your experience in order to increase in your business. So that takes me to, again, I want to share with you the websites, Bad Dana Marie, baddanaMarie.com, as well as, I'm going to see if I can put this in the comments. I want you all to go to those different websites because we have speaking and teaching and empowerment sessions that have been established. We have the No Longer a Victim series, which was established, I believe, a little over a week ago, and it is at the Bad Dana Marie website. But we also have the Bad FBI Investigations, which was created from the tour, I guess you could say, not tour, no, we won't say tour, but the journey I started when I started in November when I left Wisconsin. So if you need a speaker, here I am. If you need a coach, here I am. But this also goes to show, these trainings that we're doing today goes to show you that Coach Dana isn't all talk. I don't know, maybe you thought that, maybe you didn't, but Coach Dana is not all talk. Coach Dana is about training you and getting you to the place that you need to be. So the first two trainings that we've had today have been phenomenal. This is the second training, broke, busted, and in business. You are still, if you desire to be in business and not have a hobby, this brief training was for you. God bless you. I am Dana Williamson with Blessed, Anointed, and Destined LLC, the original Bad Queen of the Round Table. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I want you all to really know that you are a blessing unto me. Please share this video with others. I'm going to do a brief video in the ladies in waiting group, but share this video with others and have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.